Every day that my husband goes to work, I include a postcard painting or drawing in his lunch bag, and then I share it online, so I guess in a way I'm doing a postcard for all of you every day as well. So I use Hahnemühle Watercolour Postcards. They come in these really nice tins, so they're nicely stored until I'm ready to use them. Usually I do like a pencil outline. I have a whole bunch of them that I do up ahead of time so that I've got at least part of my work done and they're nicely stored away. The cards come in two different surfaces. There's the rough, which Hahnemühle has been producing for, I believe, 10 years, and then this year they came out with a cold press. The rough surface is almost like a linen. It's a little different type texture, but that's sort of the idea. Whereas the cold press is more uniform and more even. I like both of these. I've been perfectly happy using the rough. When the cold press came out, though, I was very pleased. And that's what I've been using mostly for the watercolor. Watercolor tends to be what I do most of the time because it's the fastest. But I do also like using fine liner pens, and it might surprise you to know that I like the rougher surface for that because I actually like to break up the line. That way I go over it with different colors and they all kind of blend visually. That isn't to say that I don't use the cold press as well, I just get a different effect. Both kinds of the postcard, both the rough and the cold press, have the usual setup for a postcard where you've got room for your address and lines to do some writing, maybe put the date if you wanted to. What I use it for is I look up a little bit of information about whatever it is that I'm going to paint or draw for my husband that day and just give him a little bit of information. I think he enjoys that as much as the painting itself. So I, at this point, couldn't live without these postcards. I think that they're wonderful. I really like working on them. The paint lifts easily, and which means I can make corrections. They're smooth enough that I can use pen, and yet they have enough tooth that watercolor works wonderfully on them.